In 2025, something unexpected is happening. The world is warning its citizens about traveling to America. For years, the U.S. State Department issued travel advisories for other countries, acting as the world's hall monitor. But now, the tables have turned. Other nations are telling their people think twice before visiting the United States. From strict new immigration rules to rising political violence, America is being flagged as a risky destination. The American dream is starting to look more like an American anxiety nightmare. So, what does this mean for you? If you're planning a trip to the US, you need to pay attention. In this video, we're breaking down 10 countries that are warning their citizens about traveling to America. And if you're from one of them, your next trip could come with risks you never expected. Stay tuned. Some of these countries will absolutely surprise you. Let's start with Canada. The once friendly border is now a bureaucratic obstacle course. Canadians planning to stay over 30 days must now register in advance or face fines and possible travel bans. That snowbird heading to Florida, now tangled in red tape. Ottawa's message: the US isn't the easygoing neighbor it used to be. Every extended visit is tracked and scrutinized. The days of casual border crossings are gone, replaced by suspicion and paperwork. Canada's advisory is clear. The US has changed the locks and is watching closely. This isn't just about forms, it's about a fundamental shift in trust. Canadians are being told, visit if you must, but be prepared for a much colder welcome. The border's new reality is more intimidating than ever. Germany's warning isn't about crime, it's about identity. The German government cautions transgender and non-binary travelers. Your rights may not be recognized in parts of the US. With state laws varying wildly, travelers could face harassment or legal trouble simply for being themselves. Germany urges its citizens to research state policies before visiting. The message, America is a patchwork, and your safety depends on where you land. For some, the land of the free comes with conditions. Even the United Kingdom isn't immune. The British Foreign Office now warns travelers, your devices can be searched at the US border, no warrant needed. Private messages, photos, even your social media likes are fair game. Expressing certain opinions online could get you denied entry. The UK is telling its citizens, your digital life is open to scrutiny. The special relationship now comes with a warning label. British travelers are being treated less like friends, more like suspects. The trust that once defined travel between the two nations is fading. It's not just Germany and the UK. Europe is sounding the alarm. France, the Netherlands, Portugal, Ireland, and Denmark have all issued advisories. Common themes: risk of racial profiling, discrimination against LGBTQ+ travelers, and invasive searches. Denmark even warns about the political climate, not the weather. European tourists are told to research local tensions and gun violence before booking. The message, America is no longer a guaranteed safe bet. When progressive nations urge caution, it's a red flag. The American dream now comes with a long list of warnings. China's advisory is blunt: beware of anti-Asian hate crimes and harassment in the US. Chinese citizens, including students and business travelers, are told to be on high alert. Beijing also warns of possible detentions and political risks. Travelers are advised to avoid protests and sensitive topics. The warning is both a response to real incidents and a political message. For Chinese nationals, a trip to America now means navigating personal and political dangers. The divide between the two countries is growing and ordinary travelers are caught in the middle. The ripple effect reaches Asia-Pacific. The Philippines, Hong Kong, and Japan have all issued warnings about civil unrest and violence in the US. Tourists are told, avoid protest zones, stay alert, and sometimes stay indoors after dark. Japanese consulates issue city-specific alerts and tour bookings are being rerouted. The perception of America as a stable, safe destination is eroding. For countries that value order, the US now looks unpredictable. The message, America's unrest is everyone's concern. Iran's warning is unsurprising, but still stark. The government tells citizens, especially academics, not to travel to the US, citing risk of arbitrary arrest and detention. They claim Iranians are used as political hostages, with little legal protection. Consular help is often denied, leaving travelers vulnerable. For Iranians, visiting America is a high-stakes political act. The warning is both a political statement and a real risk. Beyond the headlines, quieter warnings are spreading. Russia tells its citizens to beware of US law enforcement. Venezuela warns about hate crimes and extremist groups. Even Ukraine, reliant on US support, cautions about gun violence and healthcare costs. These advisories affect students, business travelers, and tourists alike. The cumulative effect? America's reputation as a default destination is fading. Silent warnings are quietly reshaping global travel. So, what does this mean for you? If your country has issued a warning, your embassy may have limited power to help if things go wrong. You could be denied entry for something as simple as a social media post. Travel insurance might not cover you if you ignore official advice. For Americans, these warnings are a wake-up call. The sheer number of advisories, even from allies, can't be ignored. The perception of risk is growing and the world is watching. America's image as a safe, welcoming place is under threat. The verdict is clear. The world's view of America is changing. These advisories aren't just about headlines, they reflect deeper anxieties about America's divisions. Domestic issues are now global concerns, keeping visitors away. It's not just about lost tourism, it's about lost trust and influence. The shining city on a hill image is cracking. Rebuilding trust will take more than words. It'll take real change. The world has delivered its verdict. Now it's up to America to listen. That's the reality of travel to America in 2025. The world is urging caution, and the days of carefree travel are on hold. Have you been affected by these warnings? Share your story in the comments. The more we talk, the better we understand. Subscribe for more real-world travel updates, and wherever you go, stay safe.